show is going to be a little different. In the first half of the show, we do what's called short form, and it's games, and it's fun, and it has a lot of rules. Second half of the show is more based on inspirations that we get. The scenes are maybe a little longer, they're interconnected. We spend more time actually developing characters and what's going on. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Stoken to help us get the inspiration that we're going to need for the second half.
Absolutely. Thanks for introducing me. The way we're going to do this is we're going to interview one of you. And someone's going to come up, but don't be scared. You aren't supposed to be funny. We're just going to ask questions about things, and we're going to use that to inspire us to create scenes. So is there one of the artists here that has a piece of artwork up that is in this room?
Yeah.
That wants to be interviewed? That's a little reluctant. We got one right here. We got one here.
Oh, and Don.
Okay. Come on.
All right.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
So I'm Don.
This is Don.
Hi, Don.
Which one is
Here's
your?
in the other room.
Oh, it's the other room. Okay, well.
Let's all go.
Let's not. What's it called?
It's called Sugar Bush.
Oh. It's called Sugar Bush. Check out Sugar Bush. Everyone check out Sugar Bush after we get up. And what inspired you to create this piece? Oh, okay. Yeah. Lovely. You've been out tapping. I've been out tapping this week. I tapped on.
We got way too much fun last year.
Oh yeah.
I heard some meeting that move out.
Yeah. It seems like every year I get too much, but I can't stop. Or probably you have the sugaring bug as well.
Yeah, what's that?
You probably have the sugaring bug as well.
Yep, I do.
How long have you been tapping for?
A long time.
Yeah.
30 years.
Years. Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Great.
So.
Yeah, someone's about 2 years old.
Yeah. What is the medium you use for this piece of, what medium do you use?
Water for it.
Okay.
You can actually with syrup.
What?
The water from the maple juice.
Oh.
Wow.
You take the sap of the maple. How does that work?
It's like regular water. Sample it.
Yeah.
Just a little for the canvas, a little for you. All right. How long have you been doing watercolors for?
Oh, a few years.
Also 30 years?
No. I'm a kid. Yeah, I'll do art as a kid.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you have to grow up for a while. And you kind of become a kid again.
Yeah. That's your process. You were an artist as a kid,
Exactly.
got a job and stuff. So did something in particular inspire you to get back into your kid phase of life?
It's fun. It's fun to do.
Yeah.
It's fun to do it. You spend like, well, why did you not do it for all these years?
Anyone else have some questions?
What were you doing in between that time?
What was I doing?
Yeah.
I just turned the crank.
Turning the crank literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Figuratively. What'd you do for a living?
What I do for a living? What did I get paid to do?
Yeah, what'd you get paid?
Money.
I actually was a doctor.
Oh.
I delivered 2 weeks.
You were a doctor in the delivery room.
No, I did all the time.
Just everything.
Everything.
So I heard you said something about your wife in the sugar bush. You have to stop sugar bushing or something. How is that?
Well, I think it's about the maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Okay. So what's your wife's name?
Ann.
And has she been supportive of your sugar addiction or?
So where is all of this extra maple syrup stored at the moment?
It's in a safe where we don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hidden underground.
Okay.
Underground. The maple sugar is underground. Okay.
That's where it all starts. Do you have a syrup song?
syrup song, you know, I used to know a couple, but, you know, my.
Okay, fair enough.
Can I ask one last question? You had mentioned that you paint with the maple syrup water. How'd you come to that conclusion that that was something you could do?
Well, I just made it up at the time.
Do you have,
Get Rob.
The rest is history.
Oh, come on now.
do you have any other inspirational techniques you've developed over the years to share with us?
Inspirational techniques, but for what?
For anything, for doctoring, for painting, for, I don't know, fixing your car, it could be anything.
Yeah.
I don't fix my car anymore.
Oh, the mechanic is
We
inspiration.
got Ron.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you got several rounds, really.
Ron will save the world.
Ron.
All right, any last questions?
Thanks, I think, thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
John, thank you very much.
Well, I've got a great idea.
You do?
Yeah,
Tell me, please.
this is gonna revolutionize art as we know it.
It is?
Edible watercolor.
No! Are you
In fact,
serious?
yes, we're gonna have Michelin star edible watercolors. These are gonna be, they're just not like regular square watercolors. They're gonna be, you know, artistically arranged.
I heard you say.
Maybe even splattered on tables when people come for meals. We could paint food with these edible watercolors.
Paint food?
Yes. This is
Edible?
this is gonna revolutionize artificial coloring.
We might have to leave the peninsula. If
I
we
can't
make
leave the peninsula. This is my place.
Well, you think that we're.
Where else would I freeze half the year?
Well, you said a Michelin quality
Yeah,
edible paint, but
we're bringing people here.
Oh,
They have to take
wait
a
a
boat.
minute,
They have
wait
to
a
take a
minute.
boat to Madeline Island,
send them to Madeline Island. I don't give a shit about that. That's fine.
and they're gonna eat in the woods.
In the
Actually,
woods?
no, wait. They're gonna lick maple syrup from the trees as part of the experience.
Wow. I like what you're thinking. When do we get started?
We're gonna start right now. You know what? The sap is running.
It is that time of the year. Let's head to the sugar bush.
Oh, honey, look. Look, it's one of those experience adventures where you can lick syrup off a tree.
You know how much I love actually getting my hands dirty and getting in there and doing it.
I know. Bark,
And-
Tom.
It's great.
I just have one little bit of concern though. It's like, I know you. We're gonna be with a whole bunch of liquors that we don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I'm open-minded, you know, I'm not the kind of person that judges,
Mm.
but, you know, just.
If only there was some kind of prophylactic that we could stick on our tongue.
That is a brilliant idea. This happens all
There's
the
a
time.
market for it, yeah.
There is. This happens all the time. We have a whole safe load of great ideas from you.
Just step into the room here. Open your mouth. Yeah.
I know I don't have any teeth. It's sugar. It's all sugar.
You know, as your doctor, I just have to recommend to you, you need some prophylactis for your teeth.
Aren't you worried? I mean, when you spend a month and a half to 2 months out here, you leave Ann home alone the whole time.
This is my getaway.
Sleeping in the woods.
Sugar bush.
She's a hot lady, though.
Yeah. This is the hot bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, I'd take some of that whiskey.
Sugar bush. I don't have to hear anything. I can sit out here in the silence and listen to the drip, drip, drip of the bucket. No, honey, do this. Honey, do that.
Yeah.
I mean, she's hot. I see something mouth up
Yeah,
there.
she's a really good cook, too, though. She's a really good cook. Those muffins she makes.
Yeah.
I've been over for those muffins.
What's this you say?
Uh,
My muffins?
they're Ann's muffins, aren't they?
Ann's muffins are my muffins. Ann's my wife.
Well, yeah, I know Ann's your wife, and that's why I'm worried about your relationship, and that's why I'm talking to you.
You're worried.
As a friend of yours, just...
No friend of mine eats my wife's muffin.
What?
Honey, we have to talk, okay? So I've got all these muffins. Okay, I need to put them somewhere.
In my mouth.
Yeah, no. I open up the covers and what do I see?
Oh, that's June.
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
It's vintage muffins.
Those aren't muffins.
They're
Those,
my muffins.
those are maple syrup muffins. You have a problem. We have to talk. Okay, I have a problem too. I collect muffins, but you
You're
collect
enabling me. It's not.
maple syrup.
You make them. What am I supposed to do? I don't want to give them away. I want to share them with
No,
everyone.
no, we need to share them. Remember your nice friend? You know, the one that goes out with you to the sugar bush?
I do remember.
Yeah, he really likes my muffins.
That's what I
Oh,
hear.
he's so sweet.
Oh, that. What's this at the
Hey,
door?
hi, Ann.
Oh, is that
Oh,
that's
you just
SOB?
in time.
I could smell I could
I
smell
got
Ann's...
muffins from June.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
All right, everybody. All right, settle down, settle down. It's the 3rd annual meeting of all the babies that have been born by Dr. Don. You people in the back, you're gonna have to stand. There just aren't enough chairs.
Yeah?
So, we're pretty much like siblings, right?
Well, you know, that's come up before, that we all have a bond. We share a bond.
And the flat head.
And the flat head, some of us got flatter heads than others, but he learned. He learned over time.
I gotta agree. Yeah.
you know,
I got a pointy head.
That's a good example. Jasmine's got a point.
I think he spun her.
everybody says he was a great doctor, but he was drinking when I came out. And now I got this shifty shoulder.
Point of order, point of order. We do not allow people to disparage the reputation of maple syrup and Dr. Don.
That's right.
If you want to
He's
come
like
back,
our father.
I'm not despairing him. I'm just saying that
Don't talk
He is-
about Dad like that.
he would tip a few every once in a while. If it was
Yeah.
the wrong day, you'd come out shitty shoulder. I mean, what do you do?
wait,
Nothing bad.
wait a minute.
It makes me unique.
Can I see your birth certificate?
Well, sure.
He's too old. He's over 32. He can't be
It's
hospital. He's not.
All right, now that that's over, people, we got a great lunch, a great program afterwards, and there's dining and dancing at the club.
Right.
Woo! I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Kicking.
Yep. Just kicking stuff on the ground. And I took a pause for a while. Got a job, I went and I saw the world and got old. Now I'm back to it.
You getting fulfillment here?
What?
A meaning, sense of purpose.
I
I mean, if that works for you, it's great. It's simple.
simplify. I
Yeah.
don't feel stressed out anymore. It's
I
like
mean, there's no
every
mortgage on a piece of, no, just kick it.
It's like,
You don't have to insure it.
I mean, it's like the people's asphalt.
It was asphalt. Yeah.
Poor man's stress relief.
Wow. And look at the motion you're getting on your leg. I mean, your quadriceps are
Well, I'll
amazing.
tell you what, it cured my sciatica.
This could be a physical fitness revolution. We could market it. We could kick in dirt. 6-minute workout.
We could do shorts on YouTube about it.
Shorts on YouTube, yeah.
Another invention, honey? You're brilliant. First the maple syrup prophylactics, and now this? It's one thing after another with you.
They just fall into my lap, these opportunities. I don't know.
So, I was thinking maybe one of these days you give me credit for that dental prophylactic.
Yeah, I mean, you and I know. It was your
I
idea.
want everyone to know.
They named it after me. Dick's Tooth Guard.
Just feel a little used, you know?
Well, I mean, Cindy's Tooth Guard just doesn't have that same ring to it, you know? I mean, we know it with my name.
But it was my idea.
It was your
It
idea.
was my idea.
This show brought to you by Dick's Tooth Guard. Over 5 million sold.
You know, I get $1 every time I sell one. I just pile them up here, right behind the couch. I just have a pile of Dick's Tooth Guard dollars. And
You're living in a mansion. You're living in a mansion now. And look at
A
me.
mansion with a couple couches.
Look at me. I'm just out on the street, kicking things for stress relief.
You know,
If you just cut me like a 1 cent royalty, I could pay for some sort of therapy that's better than kicking gravel.
well, you're getting everything you need. Why look elsewhere? It's all right here in the gravel. It's brilliant.
Maybelline, you know how some people go to church? Well, I don't go to church. I go to Ron's. Yeah. You know why? He is like a god.
I have worshiped at the altar of Ron myself.
Hallelujah.
My breaks were this close. I just coasted down 13, pulled in, and it was a miracle.
I know. Any problem you have, you just drive right in there. There's always a parking spot. He's always there to listen to your woes. He asks all kinds of questions, you know, what was that little tick, tick, tick? You know, was it a sh, 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 or a sh, sh, sh? You know, I mean, no one else cares.
One, I'll be right back, and he comes in with a thing that I don't know what it is, but I trust him.
Yes.
I trust him.
Oh, yes. And when he says come back Tuesday, he means Tuesday.
Are you guys talking about Ron's?
Yeah.
Did you hear he delivered a baby the other day?
He really is a god.
It's a miracle.
Oh! Ladies,
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're talking to us? Usually my husband comes in.
okay, the Subaru, it's only gonna be $40. It was just a loose bolt. I fixed it with somebody had a-
No, here. I'm married to Dick's Dental Picks.
Roxy, get the wheel, girl!
Can I give you some money too? Just because, Ron, you just answered all my prayers.
Roxy, wheel, girl.
Hi, Roxy.
Thank you. So, ladies, you know, you keep buying these old cars, and I keep fixing them and keeping them going. Why don't you just buy a new car?
Oh. Oh, we wouldn't want to do that. No, that's not environmental.
Right, it's not environmental.
It's not
That's what it is.
environmental. No, we need an old car that has like lead in it.
Oh.
And then you can just fix it instead of plugging it into some electronic thing. I mean, that's too newfangled.
Yeah. I see your point.
I mean, how would you recognize the tick, tick, tick if it's like,
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because I have this ringing in my ear. And it picks up off the tick, 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 and it almost forms like a little code. And I kind of scan that thing, like a scanner. It's weird. Yeah, I know, it's Ron's ringing, and that's how it works.
I think that prophylactic might work in your ear.
He does the maple sugar bug. Wait, it's Don.
Alright, I'm just gonna find some buckets. Ah. Good year, we got sugar bugs. Don't want to hurt the little guys. They don't mean no harm.
It's dripping so fast.
So you're gonna confront me just because you have a beef with my husband?
Yep. Well, he might get violent.
He's not a violent man. He's a brilliant man. He's an inventor of things. He's a solver of problems. He makes society go. He births society. That's what he does.
He might. Your husband's a fraud.
You have the nerve to come in here into my multi-million-dollar home onto my white carpeting with your shoes and talk to me about my husband's fraudulent behavior?
Well,
Let me
your
speak to
husband
your
really
manager.
if you're, I don't have.
Yes, I'm his manager, and you can't take a picture of him without signing this form.
Oh,
Yes.
take a picture, I will. I will completely ignore anything that you show me there. He is on my property. He's accusing my darling husband of fraud.
Honey, what's going on?
I hate to say this.
I'm representing this guy here.
I just want a few royalties.
Yeah,
Oh, this again.
yeah, 1 cent. Can you please sign here?
Oh, none of it. Lawyer!
I've got maple trees to lick, honey. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we pay our barrister here
Do we
to
have to
handle
do this?
frivolous claims.
I have gravel to kick.
What are the charges? I demand to know what are the charges?
Yeah, 1 cent.
1 cent?
Yes, exactly
I
1
get
cent.
$1.
And you can't pay 1 cent?
I get a paper dollar.
And you can't pay 1 cent?
See,
I
this is
get
why
paper dollars. I don't want change.
we shouldn't have hired a barrister. We should have hired a lawyer like everyone else.
Well,
You keep my paper dollars.
so you're saying I'm not needed? Here's your penny.
Yeah, do that 500,000 times.
Yes.
So I think this is going to be the greatest vacation of our lives. Prophylactic.
And see.
Hey!
All right, we're going to do a little end of the night palate cleanser called Freeze. And in this game, I'm going to need two people to come up. I'm going to grab a suggestion. And these two people are going to do a little scene. And at some point, somebody in the back line is going to yell, freeze! And they have to stop exactly where they are.
Freeze!
The person will take their position and start a brand new, totally different scene. Now, to make this even more interesting, the people in the back line are going to turn their backs so they don't know what the action is and they don't know what they're going to be getting themselves into. So, you two's suggestion is, this piece is interactive.
Oh! Look at this. You can play with this thing all day long and you never know what's going to happen. And
Freeze! All right, this is the reverse Heimlich. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Freeze! Lambada. I can't reach up that far. There's a spider in there for crying out loud.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
Call somebody. Just call somebody.
Like 911?
Oh, good.
Oh, that's not a spider.
No,
That's just a sprouted mung bean. It's just-
Freeze.
some point, is somebody gonna like throw a punch? I think so.
No, this is like Reiki. We don't touch each other when we do our karate. We just,
I wanna punch. I'm here to punch.
we just punch each other's energy.
I wanna punch you, not just your energy. I wanna punch everything. I'm in a punchy mood.
Freeze! Go get it.
I love when you chase me.
You go ahead without me. I should not have had that ribbon for lunch.
Yeah, I buried it somewhere. Yeah, good idea. Oh! I think oh! Look at that.
John, get in there.
This is the finest peeled wire on the bridge.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Look at that gauge.
Wow.
It's like a 3.
That is just the most gorgeously spun bridge wire I've ever
Hey,
seen.
Deborah.
Now drink it all. It's gonna taste terrible, but you have to drink it all.
All right.
Hold your nose. Hold your nose. Hold your nose and drink it. Just, nope. Hold it in. I guarantee you, this is gonna take care of it. Hold it. Don't breathe. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Freeze. Kevin.
It always makes me sneeze when I try the edible watercolor. Achoo!
There is not much that doesn't make me sneeze. I have a very, very sensitive nasal passage.
You must try this.
I don't even need to sniff it to tell. It is going to bring paroxysms of nasal distress to me. Oh my God.
Oh, it's
Mon
like,
Dieu.
it's like
Oh,
orgasm.
oh, yeah.
Freeze. Bill.
Really, it's just a really, it's a small tear.
And who's drinking Canadian whiskey anyway?
Nobody, but those French are gonna be pissed.
Freeze.
This is the logo.
This is it? You got it.
The chicken broth chugging logo.
Chicken broth chugging logo. All right, I got a picture.
Thanks.
It's gonna be on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and we're gonna use the model wooden chicken, remember?
Freeze. Let's go in.
Bored.
Yeah.
We're like, well,
You
Oh,
can kick
wait,
rocks.
I don't know. Hey, let's go smash your car, then we can go over to Ron's.
And see.
Thank you very much for coming out and walking with us. It was lovely to have you. Go check out all these art pieces that are out there, especially the ones we referenced. See if you can find some titles. We have a tip jar there in the back on the sound table there. We also have some t-shirts. Oh, your shirts.
Da-da-da.
Newest, latest.
Just fresh off the presses.
All sizes, $20.
All sizes $20. What else do we got coming up? We have some shows coming up in
Oh my God.
April.
Oh no, oh my God.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow we have.
Oh my God.
I forgot what we were
Big
talking about.
news.
Big news.
We're like big news at the Little Top. Oh,
No, they don't
No,
call it
backstage.
At the backstage, I mean. I get my backstage. Backstage. Big news at the backstage. Can't trust me on this. We are gonna be doing some series of performances, doing Armando's for backstage only. That's gonna be coming up this summer. What do we start in?
April
April
10th.
10th,
April 10th?
Thursdays, so
Yeah.
they're gonna be on Thursdays.
Every other month.
We are
It's
gonna
every
be,
other month,
we-
you can't call it a residency.
you know, but it's pretty much an artist's residency for us.
And they'll be free.
Sweet. And there'll be a guest.
And there'll be a guest.
We are
You know-
going to be debuting a improv style that we have not done before anywhere else, and we're only gonna be doing it for them at backstage. Yeah, did you wanna say more about our guest, or you just?
Before
keep it
Deb was gonna say that, we are really excited about this forum we're gonna do.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
if you wanna check it out, you should.
check it out. What else should we say?
What? Yeah.
Thanks for
Tina.
coming. Yeah.
Thanks
Well,
for-
what?
Thanks to the cultural center.
Oh, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say, but if you can't make it in April, come to Onstock Books on May 2nd, because we'll also be there, and that is a fun place to go.
And you can hit up our Facebook and our Instagram, and we have a mailing list as well. We'd love to get you on it so you know where we're gonna be next.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
Yeah.
Come guys.